Good morning, children. Now we go to see it's chapter 2, Kingdom Animalia in Zoology. In this, we going to see 2.2 classification of Kingdom Animalia. Before that, we are seeing how that kingdom, basic classification of Kingdom Animalia, diploplastic, diploplastic, what is coelom, what is segmentation and notochord. Now we are going to see classification of Kingdom Animalia. In this Kingdom Animalia is divided into subkingdom, two subkingdom, that is Parazoa and Eumetazoa. So this Parazoa and Eumetazoa, how we are divided means the Parazoa, these include the multicellular sponges and the cells are loosely aggregated and do not form a tissue or organs. So that type of animals are coming under the subkingdom Parazoa. Next we go see the Eumetazoa, that is included multicellular organism with well-defined tissue and organ system. This type of animals are coming under the subkingdom Eumetazoa. In this Eumetazoa, there are two type of that means grades are there. One is radiata, another one is biradiata. What is radiata? Among the Eumetazoa, few animals are two layers. That means outer ectoderm, inner endodome. So that type of organisms are coming under the radiata. So you see, when you are cutting an animal, they are having a two membrane, that outer ectoderm, inner endodome. In between the space are there. These space are filled with a fluid, a jelly like a fluid, that is called as a mesocyl. So they are radially symmetrical and are a diploplastic in nature. Already we are seeing what is radial, what is diploplastic. So these type of animals are radially symmetrical and also they are diploplastic in nature. So what are coming under radiata? Grade 1 radiata, that is Chaetonaria, sea anemone, jellyfish, Chaetenophos, comb jellies, these are coming under the radiata. Bilateral, the Eumetazoa, other than radiata, the organ level of organization are bilaterally symmetrical and diploplastic animal. As a diploplastic, these are triploplastic animal. So they are called as a bilatria. So in this bilatria, after that they are next level of taxonomic nature is division. So subkingdom, then grade we are coming under the division. Next is a division. Division, there are two type of divisions are there. One is a protostomia, another one is called as a deuterostomia. Protostomia means, proto means first, stomia means mouth. So the protostomia, which animal or embryonic blastospore develop into mouth, these are coming under the subdivision acoelemate, pseudocoelemate and also schizocoelemate. Already we are seeing acoelemate, false coelom, no coelom. Coelomic fluids are not that. Pseudocoelemate means they are false coelom. Then schizocoelemate means they are true coeloms. So they are developed, blastopore develop into a mouth, they are called as a protostomia. So next we go to deuterostomia, means deuteron means secondary, stomia means mouth, but we don't decide it's a two mouth animal. Eumetazoas in which having a anus is formed from the near of the blastosphere. The blastospore mouth and anus are formed in a blastospore. They are called as that anus is called as a secondary mouth. That is, which are having both anus and mouth are common, one single opening, they are called as a protostomia. The different anus are different, mouth are different, two openings are there, they are called coming under that type of animals are coming under the division. It is called a deuterostomia. So in this deuterostomia, one subdivisions are called there, it is called as a enterocoelemates are coming under the subdivision of deuterostomia. So they have true coelom called as a enterocoels. So next we go to non-chordates. So in these non-chordates are otherwise called as invertebrates. Non-chordates are otherwise called as invertebrates. So in these invertebrates we are seeing phylum Porifera. Spores means pores, it indicates pore. So Porifera, fera means beer. So these which animals are having pores in the body, they are coming under the phylum Porifera. So these pore bearing animals are commonly called as sponges. They are aquatic, mostly marine. So they are asymmetrical and few species are live in fresh water. So in this they are primitive multicellular sessile animal with cell organelles, cellular level of organization, which are cells are loosely arranged. Already we know that sponges, the cells are loosely arranged. They are cellular organization only we are seeing here. They are either radially symmetrical or asymmetrical animals are coming under the phylum Porifera. So this possess water transport system, that or canal system, enter through the minute pores called ostia. So it's having a mole pores. Why the pores are present? Because of a canal system, because of transporting water. So the lining body, that is the pores called as a ostia, lining the body wall, through which the water enter into the body. So entering the central cavity, the spongicle, and goes out through the osculum. The water transport system help to food gathering, circulation, respiration, removal of waste. All are done that same only through the pores. So here this type of animals having another type of cell, that is called as a chanocyst or a collar cells. The special flagellated cells lining the spongocells and the canals. The body is supported by skeleton made up of calcareous and silicon spicules. Spicules means bones like structure. It's not a true bones. Spicules are spongians are both, sometimes both are present. The nutrition is holozoic. What type of nutrition? Holozoic means fully engulfed, because the pores, through the pores the water molecules are entering the body. So through the water, what are the food particles are entering, that will be wholly entered into the body. So it's called as a holozoic. Wholly they are engulfed wholly. So it is a holozoic and intracellular. All sponges are hermaphrodites, that is the ova and sperms are produced by the same individual. They are not having a male and female sex organ. Animals are different. Single animal having both sexual characters. So it is called hermaphrodites. So they also reproduce asexually by fragmentation or gamma formation. So in sexually by the formation of gamete, asexually by method of fragmentation. So development is indirect with different types of larval stages. That means directly we never see the young ones. In the larval stage, after that young ones are produced. So it is parenchyma and ambiblastula type of animals we are seeing in the Porifera, phylum Porifera. So what are the poriferan animals we are seeing here? Example, cycon, spongilla, that means Euplectella. So these are the examples of phylum Porifera. Next we go to see here some phylum Porifera animals in this picture. Now we are going to see the phylum Quaternaria. Needles or stingle cells are seen here. So quaternarians were previously called as coelentrates. So now we are calling Quaternaria, but previously we called as name, it's called coelentrate. So these are aquatic sessile, free swimming animals. So they are not attached to anything, they are free swimming. So they are lived in a colony form. They are solitary also, there we are seeing, in colony form also we are seeing this type of animal. So they are radially symmetrical in nature. So the name of Quaternaria is derived from chenocyst or chenoblast, where stinking cells or nematocysts on tentacles are seen. That means they are having a special tentacles we are seeing in these quaternarian animals. So in this ketone area, first group of animals are exhibit tissue level of organization and are a diploplastic in nature. They have a central vascular cavity or coelenterons are presented with a single opening called mouth or hypostoma. But in sponges we never seen any special mouth. The pores are there present for digestive system, but here the mouth we are seeing. The central vascular cavities or coelenterons are presented. So only we call as a coelenterate. That is coelenterate. So digestion, both external and internal digestion we are seeing that. Nervous system is, what is external digestion, what is internal digestion means they are producing some enzyme outside and digest the food and engulf, or otherwise they engulf the food, after that the digestion is taking place inside the body. So we are seeing both extracellular and intracellular digestion. So next the nervous system is primitive in nature. So its nerve nets are there. So Quaternaria like coral like have a skeleton made up of a calcium carbonate. It exhibit two basic body form, polyp and medusa we are seeing. Polyp form a sessile and cylindrical, and whereas a medusa the umbrella shaped, the free swimming and exit. Quaternaria which exit, you see some Quaternarias here. Adimisa, pentaculata, these are the coelentrates. So in both forms are exhibit alternative generation in life cycle. So the polyp represented asexual generation and medusa represent sexual generation. Polyps producing, that means polyps means they are sedentary, they are sticking anywhere, they never move. But medusa, they are that type of nature, they are moving one place to another place. So medusa are asexual and medusa form a polyps are sexual also we are seeing. So develop is indirect and includes free swimming ciliate and larval stages are seen in these coelentrates. So next we go to phylum Ketonopora. Ketons means comb, pora means bearing. So comb bearing, that means Ketanoporas are exclusively marine. So bilaterally asymmetrical diploplastic animals, tissue level of organization is diploplastic. So though they are diploplastic, their mesogel are different from the Quaternaria. It contains ambiocystic smooth muscle cells are having. They have 8 external rows, ciliated comb plates, comb jellies which help to locomotion. Hence commonly called as a comb jellies or sea walnuts or bioluminescence. This well marked Ketanoporan, the lack of nematocysts possess special cells also lysocysts or coloblasts. It helps food capture. So having special nature. Before that, these are the different phylum. These are the evolutionary different also. So first we go to Porifera means they are fully engulfed the food digestion. They are not having special mouth or anything. But Quaternaria, they having flagellas, the syntax cells are there, external and internal digestions are there. In Ketanoporas, they having a special organ, the special type of organ to capturing a food. So these are the different from that phylums. Sexes are not separated, they are reproduced only sexual means fertilization external and development indirect and including larval stage. So example, you see that here Pleurobrachia and Ketanoplants are the examples of Ketonopora. So next we go to phylum Annelida. Annelidans means segmented worms are coming under the phylum Annelidans. So Annelidans means annals means rings, edges means form. So body having a segments. So segmented body having animals or larvas are coming under the phylum Annelidans. So first these Annelidans were first segmented animal in the evolution. Evolve part we are seeing first segmented body we are seeing these phylum Annelidans. They are aquatic or terrestrial. They are free living, but some are parasitic in nature. They are triploplastic and bilaterally in nature. Those bilaterally symmetrical in nature. So schizocoelamates are exhibit in organ system level of body organization. We are seeing some Annelidans. Earthworm we are seeing in it's living in terrestrial leeches, moist in nature they are living leeches, so nourish. So these are animals, they are terrestrial in nature and aquatic in nature, they are segmented in this body. So in this coelom, animals are having coelom with coelomic fluids created hypostatic skeleton in the locomotion. So elongated body and it also metamerically in nature. So this having a segmented body portions are called as septa. So this phenomenon is called as metamerism. Metamerism means the elongated body metamerically segmented. The surface is divided, not internally they are divided, outerly they are divided, so called as a metamerism. So that circular muscles are seen, longitudinal circular muscles we are seeing. In these circular muscles only help for locomotion. So in aquatic annelidans like nereis, they are aquatic in nature, called as parapodia. Laterally appendages we are seeing in this diagram here is the appendages are seen, small leg like natures are seen in this layer. It is called as a parapodias. So with the help of this parapodia they are start to swim. In earthworm, it is kitten and cetas are that body having some ceta. With help of ceta they are locomoted. In it is leeches. In this annelidans, we are seeing the leeches having a locomotory, special locomotory organ, the suckers are there. So with help of the sucker they are moving. So in this phylum this annelidans, we are seeing the circulatory system. It is a closed type of circulatory system and having a pigment, it is called hemoglobin pigment. So the nervous system is also part of ganglionic connecting lateral nervous system. The double ventral nerve cords are we are seeing that. What type of larvas we are seeing here? It is called as a trochophora larvas. So these are the characteristic nature of phylum annelidans. Next we see the phylum arthropods. So arthros means joint, pods means feet. So large phylum in this animal kingdom we are seeing a large phylum, it is called arthropods. In this arthropod, the class Insecta is present. So overall total number of animal species, Insecta only having 2 to 10 millions of species ranges in animal kingdom. So they are bilateral in nature. So they are having segmented and triploplastic cystocoelomate animals with organ system, great bodies organizations we are seeing. So they have a joint appendages which help used to locomotion. The feeding and sensory in function. The body is covered chitinous exoskeletal. They protect and prevent water loss. It is shed off periodically and process called as a molting or ectasis. What is molting means? In butterflies, in the insects, some insects we are moths. Before the butterfly nature and moth nature, the life cycle, the larva and it is cocoon formation. Next it is a moth or butterfly nature. So in this period they are having droughty nature. So the larva and butterfly in between they are having cocoon nature. It is called as a molding period. Molding means periodically removing that skin or body nature. So they are called as a molding. So the body consists of 8 thorax, abdomen. So the 3 regions are the 8 thoracic and abdomen. Already you know that insects are having a 6 leg region. So in this cavity, the body cavity is filled with the hemocysts. So next respiratory organs are there. It's a gills or book gills or book lungs or trachea. These organs are used for respiration. Circulatory system in annelidan it's a closed type of circulation. In arthropods it's an open type of circulation. So before that you know that what is open type and closed type. So sensory organs like antennas are there. Then eyes, compound eyes are seen in these arthropods. Then the organs of balancing, equilibrium or statosis are present. So excretion it takes place through malphizian tubules or green glands or coxal glands. Any one excretory organs are there. They are mostly oviparous, dioecious and oviparous. The fertilization is usually internal fertilization. Development may be direct or indirect. The life history included many larval stages followed by metamorphosis. Metamorphosis means skin was removed. So these are called as these natures are be seen in the phylum Arthropods. So some examples are king crabs are there, scorpions are there, hermicrabs are honeybees, houseflies. So many insects we are seeing. These are coming under the all the insects are coming under the phylum Arthropods. So we are seeing in this chapter today we are seeing phylum. Before that phylum, animal kingdoms or kingdom Animalia, Parazoa, Eumetazoa seen, subkingdom. Then grade, radiata and dilata are seen. Then division, Protostomia and Deuterostomia we are seen. Then non-cardate, Porifera, Quaternaria, Echinophores, Annelidans and Arthropoda. What are the characteristics these phylums are having? All the things were seen here. So we stop here. Next class we continue phylum chordate, that means vertebrates. So this phylum chordates we are seeing in the next class. Thank you, students.